Fellas, welcome to part 3 of Why the World Laughs at Modern Women. So sit back and relax because the women in this video are gonna take you for a ride that's guaranteed to roll your eyes.
Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Probably a bear. Because
you and the bear look like damn twins, so it would make sense why you think y'all get along.
A bear. Because I'm scared of men.
I'll get you, bitch! Get on the ground!
Afraid of men, but not afraid of the man who's also a stranger that's asking her these questions. And the proof is, when he walked up to her, she didn't run away. Now, granted, she's surrounded by people, but surrounded by people or not, do you think that she'd keep that same energy if a bear walked up to her?
A bear? She'd rather not be there with him, so I mean.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Bear.
Man is scary.
With a bear.
What I've heard about bears, they don't always attack you, right? So maybe a bear.
Probably a bear.
Oh, 100% a bear, which is like terrifying to say, but
Definitely a bear. Some men are very scary out there.
You're a victim!
A bear.
Does anybody realize that these Adelines encounter thousands of men on a regular basis, but are still alive to tell you how much they don't like men? But how many Adelines do you think would still be alive if they encountered just one bear on a regular basis? What these Jezebels don't understand is men protect women from other men. A bear is not gonna protect her from another bear. But let me ask you these questions. Who protects men from false accusations? Who protects men from paternity fraud? Who protects men from no-fault divorce? Men would rather be falsely accused of whacking another man than the great of a woman, which means the Western modern man respects the code of honor in favor of women more than the fear that we have of capital punishment. Women have an irrational fear at the very idea of being alone with a strange man, very similar to how a tyrant would feel if they were alone with the people they subjugate. But thanks to simps in power, women have a superiority complex. They believe they're so valuable that the moment a man has them alone, he can't help himself but to act the fool. Men are tired of being the bad guy, and more men would rather mind their own business than to try to help and protect the modern woman.
Ô parceiro, brincadeira idiota dessa, não tem mais o que fazer na sua vida não, maluco? Nem te conheço. Pira louca.
When did Hazel decide that she was no longer going to be a girl?
Hazel decided that they were non-binary when they were about 4. They had been exploring gender before that, trying on different pronouns, experimenting with different names. But they picked they, them pronouns and chose the name Hazel when they were 4 years old.
I have a 7-year-old daughter. When she was 4 years old, her main decision of the day was whether to watch Peppa Pig or Frozen. She had not a clue what about gender identity or non-binary or any of this stuff. And I put it to you that this wasn't Hazel's idea, was it? This was your idea. You decided that Hazel had gender issues that she needed to address, and you persuaded your daughter that she was no longer to be a girl.
When women play behind the wall of lies, aka the Jezebel Code, they enable the most destructive bullshit the world has ever seen. Instead of saving children from these homes, we gotta sit here and pretend that there's not a wolf in the chicken coop. When a level 99 political feminist Jezebel comes up with a lie, the lower level Jezebels spread that lie. This is why there's so many Jezebels that can get away being completely evil right in front of your very eyes.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Copus Campbell, Australia's new ambassador for gender equality.
Don't look at it. Shut your eyes, Marion. Don't look at it no matter what happens.
I'm incredibly honoured to take on this role as the lead international advocate for Australia's commitment to gender equality.
Oh God! Oh Jesus Christ!
And the human rights of women and girls and persons of diverse gender identities. In this role, I'm committed to listening to those who are dedicated to promoting gender equality.
The bitch is crazy.
I look forward to working with partners in Australia, in the Pacific, in Southeast Asia, and globally to progress the Australian government's priorities to increase women's economic empowerment, women and girls' leadership, and to end sexual and gender-based violence, to improve access to health and education services, and progress the women, peace, and security agenda.
Gender identities.
Gender identities.
Agenda.
And progress the women, peace, and security agenda.
So it begins.
But wait! There's more!
This is why you should not make cinnamon rolls or any baked goods out of your yeast infection.
Nasty bitch. But I need somebody around here that's gonna wash the stains out in my drawers. So I guess you'll do.
I just want to do some damage control because I know I came on here and said I made cinnamon rolls out of my yeast infection and they turned out really good. And they did. They tasted really good. But we consumed them. And 2 days later, these white spots start popping up on mine and my husband's tongue. And I'm Googling what that means. And it says it's oral thrush, which is essentially a yeast infection for your mouth.
Oh, that's nasty.
And the reason we have it is because we consumed my yeast infection.
How about new?
So what I thought was a very special Valentine's gift, truly a pastry made with love from things that came from my body, turned out to be the present of oral thrush. And it's not fun having it. It's not the most comfortable thing to live with. It's kind of painful, and I just feel so bad for giving it to my husband. And I'm thinking I need to make it up to him in some way.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
Bumble relaunches app with a new tool to relieve the burden of women making the first move. On Bumble, women have to make the first move and message first if you get a match. And the whole thing was designed to empower women and put them in the driver's seat of their dating experience.
A few moments later.
This Bumble rebrand is a mess. Their promo video ends with, "We've changed so you don't have to." So they've gone from the app made by a woman wanting to empower and protect women by giving them more control to an app that is just like every other app, LOL, some rebrand. They're essentially admitting that women don't want any responsibility when it comes to early dating. They just want to be chased by men who take ownership, the lead, even at the expense of potentially unwanted attention. In other words, the way it's always been. Insane. Can you believe that we are going back to traditional gender roles? Another person said, so women got a tiny taste of what it's like to be a man and have to initiate all the time. And they said, nope, not happening. Got it.
Yes, because hello or how are you doing is too much effort for the same people that complain about men giving the bare minimum. And does anybody find it strange that women are so afraid to initiate a relationship but are braver than Wonder Woman when it comes to initiating a breakup or divorce? Ladies, all two of y'all watching, if you ever want to know why men don't initiate breakups as easily as y'all, it's because we know what's waiting for us if we leave.
Men? Do we need men?
No.
Do we need men?
No.
No?
We don't need short men.
Damn! Do you need a man?
No.
Do you need a man?
Oh, God.
Do you need a man?
No.
Do we need men?
No.
Why?
No.
Do we need men?
No.
No? Do we need men?
We need men to make us stupid.
Do we need men? Do we need men? Do women need men in this world?
If you think about it, there's nothing to appreciate a man for.
Young got no one that back calling me splurge. Let me jump right off the curb. Bentley Smart fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third.
Nowhere on the internet will you find a montage of men on the streets saying what these women are saying. And did you see how the Asian chick violated the short kings? Short kings need love too. I mean, they had it bad enough when they was around us being 6 feet and above when we was growing up. We knew there wasn't much they could do to stop us in the game of pickup, always going for a dunk.
That's for the game. Oh, little guy.
I had said something in a conversation a couple nights ago that really hit different. I said if most men had it their way, the worst case scenario for women would be cooking, cleaning, and having babies. But if women had it their way, the worst case scenario for men would be us giving her all of our money and not getting a damn thing in return while she do whatever the hell she wants. And it sounds crazy until you realize that's the ultimate goal of hypergamy and why all these high value men are out here getting finessed. We've all heard the saying that a man will set his happiness aside for a woman while a woman will set a man aside for her happiness. That means I love you is nothing more than a woman's way of telling you it's still your turn. And as terrible as all this sounds, at least we ain't got it as bad as the men in South Korea.
I'm in Canada. I'm in the United States. I'm in Canada.
I'm in South Korea. I'm gonna try to make this as simple as possible because some of y'all are imbeciles and it shows. A bear will not kidnap me. A bear will not grape me. A bear will not dismember my body and leave it in a dumpster for my family to find.
Meanwhile.
Told you. I told you. I told you. You ain't tell me shit.
These political feminists have trained women to believe that men secretly hate them and would violate them if we thought we could get away with it. And to a woman's defense, the manosphere has been accused of a similar rhetoric to men. The difference is, women prove what we say to be true on a way more consistent basis than what men prove women say to be true. If you've ever talked to women that date both men and women, a lot of them will tell you that women are much worse. That's how that Princella stud maker chick got exposed. She preached all that empowerment to women just to give a woman a worse experience than that woman has ever had with a man. I was saying the same stuff I say in these videos to the studs at Amazon when I worked there. And guess what? None of them disagreed with a word that came out of my mouth. Fellas, these women are crazy and most of them spend their whole life on psych meds. And if you're dealing with one, you better get out while you still can because you don't want to know what these women are like when they get old.
So you're saying that you would like a gentlemanly man, somebody who courts you, takes you on a date, all of these sorts of things?
Absolutely.
I'm a little bit in two minds here because I can hear what you're saying, but then I can see that you're dressed as a cat.
I'm a dog, so...
And you call yourself a dog.
Woof, yes.
Do you think that that might be a deterrent for a man who is more traditional if you're dressing like a dog?
Bruh.
Dog?
No.
So when you look at a relationship, are you looking at like a pet owner type relationship, or like two dogs in a relationship, or what's your ideal?
A partner who loves and respects me and sees me as an equal that I am.
Get the French toast out of here.
But you see yourself as an actual dog, right? You said you like to go play fetch.
Woof, yes.
So how does that tie into your relationship? Like, what are you looking for if you're a dog?
I'm looking for somebody to throw me a ball and then also say, oh, hey, I appreciate you, you know.
Fellas, if Jesus can't save these 304s, no one can. So why is dating so difficult in the West? What men need to understand is women view us as unnecessary labor. On average, they out-earn men 18 to 35, and that's by design thanks to progressive policies and gender quotas. Young women in the workforce has killed the natural leverage that young men in the workforce used to have in society. And that's because it's progressive to have a young woman as a manager over a team of men. I used to see this all the time. Women also have the natural privilege of being female, so it's easier for them to form relationships and make friends. So part of the reason they don't rely on intimate relationships with men is because they can meet their companion needs so much easier and faster, and even with other men. The men that use being put in the friend zone as a window of opportunity offer a lot of utility to the women that put them there. So all in all, the average woman doesn't have a tangible need of men, which is why they keep saying they don't need men. It's part of the reason that they're so quick to leave relationships, and it's part of the reason that a lot of them value excitement over stability. That stability is mostly met by friends, family, and how society runs. It all replaces your role in her life. Feminism, access to credit, and the favoritism in family courts are also death notes to a man's position in a woman's life. So until we have a politician that's willing to discuss men's issues, your best bet as a man in the West is to get your passport and roll out. And even if you currently have a girl, it's never a good idea to marry in the West.
Yo, can I have everybody's attention, please? Everybody attention. I built this woman right here for 17 years. Our first date was right here. I love her to death. I just want to ask her, will you marry me? Will you marry me? Yeah. She said yes. She said yes. She said yes. Hey, April Fools, everybody. April Fools. April Fools. April Fools.
Sensational.
If you're nice to someone, that they're gonna not betray you. I mean, your dreams are devastated for them to see.
But anyway, man, that's the video for today. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like the damn video. Be sure to click here to see why westernized Asian women be giving men lemons in America. Be sure to follow me on my TikTok at NGE Never Good Enough, all one word. Or follow me on my Instagram at NGE_Never Good Enough. And if you want to do some business with me, be sure to hit me up on my email at NGENeverGoodEnough@gmail.com. And remember, become the change you want to see. It's your boy, NGE. Peace.